Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm bringing you a tic-tac-toe card. So this was the tic-tac-toe we had, and this was for the Ink Stamp Share blog hop. And I've gone for vellum, pink and Christmas. And this is what I've made. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so the tic-tac-toe I decided to go for was vellum pink Christmas, so I could use the lovely shimmer vellum and use the polished pink. And then I remembered this sheet from the Whimsy and Wonder Speciality Designer Series paper, which has got polished pink in it, and it's quite shimmery as well, so I thought those two together would go quite well. So that was my starting point. So this means it's going to be Christmas themed, and that's my bit of shimmer. I had a straight piece, oh there it is, it fell on the floor. So that's that's what I've got. So I thought, I've used this paper before and I fussy cut out, well I didn't fussy cut, I die cut like Christmas trees from the sheet. So I thought I might cut out some of these pink baubles. So there's 4 pink ones and then there's ones with bits of pink in, but I thought I'd settle for these 4. So I'm just going to cut this bit out. I don't know how many baubles I want as yet, but I thought I'd cut them. And that'll do nicely, and I figure these would be quite easy to fussy cut because there's not a lot involved. So that one's partially done already ish, so let's get this out. I'm not sure, I might use some of the bits around. I don't even know what paper it is on the other side. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Bit of Mr. Moonlight. So quite easy, I think, to cut. And to be fair, I looked at the sheet and I wasn't really sure what else I would necessarily do with it, because it's quite busy. So I think cutting out the baubles is the best move. I'm going to come back in. So that's one. Quite happy with that. So get rid of those little scraps. So we've got our pink baubles, got a bit of vellum. So I've got some silver trim here. They might look quite good to have them hanging. Okay, so I've had a little think about how this is going to be done. And so my thoughts are I'm going to use the, what are these dies called? Word Wishes dies, to die cut Happy Christmas, and I'll die cut that out of the vellum. And I need something that these are going to hang down from. So I got the scalloped contour dies. We've got this nice scalloped little border there, and I remembered, I was thinking, oh, I'd want to emboss the background, and I have previously shown you how I use the adorning designs, these masks, and I ran that through to create the snowflake embossed border. You need your silicone mat there to do that. I don't know if the Stampin' Up! Silicone mat works. I don't have it. I have another silicone mat that I already had in my stash. I'll just move those out of the way. So I'm just going to use 3. I don't particularly like that one, so I might not use that one, to be fair. So I've got polished pink card blank there. I was going to do it just on a basic white card blank, but I think it looked nice with the outline. So we want to make sure that no sticky is seen through. So I'm going to see where this needs to be laid. It's not quite wide enough, is it? So we're going to have to lay it that way, which is fine because I'm going to cut that. So we are going to use this. Let me just cut that off. Let me cut that off like so. So we don't need this bit, so I'll just move that out of the way so we're not complicating matters. And I'm going to use my sticky pad sheets. So we got these foam adhesive sheets. You get 6 sheets in a pack. I've got one somewhere already started, but no idea how it is. So we'll open a new packet. So we want to put a bit of this on. So I'm going to cut this to the size that I want it. So that's about 1/2 inch. And I probably don't want anything more than that, really. So let me just cut a strip at this. Let's go a little bit over 1/2 inch. Let's give ourselves a bit of leeway there. So we'll go to 3/8. And then that's going to go across there. So we'll go slightly wider so that we can cut it down. So that's going to go on there. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to use my little guillotine for this. So I'm going to cut this. Right. Yeah, about that much. And then what I'm going to do, if I got the right bit, got the wrong bit, it's that bit in it. So I'm going to stick this to the sticky back, and that's the way, because it's going to cover all of it, that's how it will not show the glue, because it's all on it. haven't stuck that particularly straight, but it will be fine because I cut it a little bit too much. So I'm gonna put that little bit over the edge there so it's not sticking. And so now I can lay that on there like so and die cut it so it's then ready to stick on the card and trim afterwards. And then we've got our happy and our Christmas. So again, I'm going to trim this. So we've got happy and Christmas. And again, we take this and we stick that to it, and then we cut it out. Will that go that way? Yes, it should. Oops, that'll fit on there like so. So we can do the happy first. Run that through the die cutter, and then just that bit will cut out, and then we'll put the Christmas along there and just cut out that bit, and we'll be sorted. So I'm going to get all those cut out. So I thought I'd come and show you. You can tell you've cut it all the way through because you can see at the back that it's cut. So then we can pop this out. Yeah, you get a bit of wastage, but I think it's okay. And then that can peel off, and that's ready to stick down. So that's how we get that. We'll do the same for Christmas, and we'll do the same for this scallop edge. So we've got all our die cut bits there ready. So we've got bits of this sparkly left on here. I might in the future cut out something little, in which case it's not wasted. But if I don't, I'm not going to lose sleep over that little bit of sticky. So I'm just gonna, don't want to stick that down anywhere, so I'm just going to put that. I've got glass mat there ready. I've got my scalloped section here ready. Just the right size, it would seem. I was lucky. So that's ready to go on top of my card, and I'm going to have the twine, the trim, stuck under it. So I think what will probably be easiest is if I stick my Merry Christmas on first onto the front of this card. We'll have the emboss, not the deboss. So that's going to go down there like that. So there's a little bit that needs poking out. So let's take the backing off. There is an eye, but I can stick a gem for the eye, no problem. Getting rid of the backing. Tweezers. There we go. So now I can still see it a little bit there. There. So the difficult bit now is getting this down. I think I'm not going to try and do it well. I am going to try and do it as straight as possible. So there's my Christmas. Needs an eye. So I'm going to use my gems. And I'm going to put one of these there as the eye. I think that works really well. So now we need the happy. So I've got the same thing I've got to do with the happy, is to take out all these inner bits. And they're slightly bigger, so I think they come out easier. There we go. So that needs to just go down above the Christmas. There we go. Happy Christmas. I think that went quite well. So before I stick down the top of the card, I need my bits of twine for my baubles. Lost my big bauble. Oh, there it is. Yep. That's where we're going to go. So on the twine cut. And we're going to have them stuck down to a dimension at the bottom and then held into place by this at the top. So let's move out all these bits so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to get a dimensional. I'm getting a new packet out because I want a whole dimensional. So that one's going to go there. So we want to stick about there. So that goes all the way up. That's going to cover that. So stick that down with a dimensional so it's ready to pull tight and stick under that one. Yep. Then we do the same on this one. There we go. So then they can be pulled tight to be stuck down under this. So to help it stay in place, I'm going to put a little bit of fast fuse up there so that it's already in place. Otherwise it's quite hard to stick the other down. There we go. So they're all nice and straight. So now we're going to stick this up there to hold that in place. Before we stick our baubles down. Yep, that works for me. So I'll peel the backing off. And I'm going to do this upside down for me so that I can see where it's going. There is a few bits there where the fast fuse is, but that should just rub off. Fast fuse usually does just rub off where it's not been stuck, so there's no problem there. I didn't think about that. And then we can just trim those backs. And trim the sides. And that's it done. So now all we need to do is stick these on, decide where they're going. And we'll put a couple of extra dimensionals on this big one. Yep, that works. Because it's specialty GSP, so it's a bit stronger than normal. So that goes on there like that. And I would just put a little bit less tape up there when you're trying to hold it in place. So you've got less sort of glue residue to take off. So then we just need to fold this in half. That's all ready to be stuck down. So some Tombow on the back there. So there we have it. That's our finished card with our tic-tac-toe, which was vellum, pink and Christmas. So I think that's vellum, that's pink, and definitely Christmas. So I hope you like that. I hope that gives you some ideas of different ways to use your vellum, different ways to use this sticky adhesive sheet, and how to use that busy page of DSP there. So yeah, all details will be over on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. I'll link to the original blog hop so you can see all the other things that people have made, and links down to my shop down below and over on my blog if you wish to purchase anything. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.